In this video, I'm going to be going over the 5 best exercises to add more power into your kicks, whether that's playing Australian rules football or punting in American football. Starting with number 5, let's go. What's going on, guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Josh Grouden, also known as the Kicking Consultant. I'm a former professional Australian rules footballer turned LSU punter. Just so you know that this is coming from a reputable source. During my time at LSU, I earned my bachelor's degree in sports science before returning home to Australia and gaining my accreditation in strength and conditioning, and then later my master's degree in high performance sport from the University of Technology, Sydney. Okay, so the first movement we have here is a double leg movement. Now this is a trap bar deadlift, and we have bands on it, and it is also elevated. So what I love about this exercise or this movement is we can load it up. So loading it up to get to develop that rate of force development through the hips. The bands there add a bit of tension at the end of the range of motion. But what I love about doing it elevated is that we can get that load through without putting too much strain through the lower back, which is a common thing happening with overuse of the kicking and punting. Putting that strain through the back is something we want to try to avoid. One way to progress that exercise is then going into a B stance position. So more of a single leg movement, loading up that front leg, bit more specific to punting as opposed to the double leg, but you just won't be able to go as heavy. So I like to use this in a periodized fashion, starting with the heavier double leg, progressing into the B stance before going into single leg the closer we get to the season. If you don't have a trap bar, you can just use a barbell and put it in the rig like I've done here. This is just an elevated rack pull, works a similar way, exploding through the hips. All right, guys, if you are liking this video so far, please go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. Okay, so coming in at number 4, we have plate snatch hip locks. Now, this is a bit of a different exercise, but I really do like this one. Going into more of a single leg movement, you kind of go into like an RDL, loading up one leg, causing developing a bit of stability there, and then driving up into that knee extension all the way to the box. Now, the box is just there as like a landing platform. You want to go up as high as you can, drive that knee, lift the weight overhead, and then fall to the box. So working a little bit of your core on this one as well, maintaining that explosiveness through the single leg. Now, at number 3, we have a double leg power movement. This is exercise known as a drop jump or depth jump, because the key with this movement is to drop down into a 90-degree angle at your knee joint. You're not just coming down onto the ground and exploding in a shallow depth. You're dropping all the way down, because this more mimics how our leg gets into that backswing position. Now, what I love about this movement is it trains our stretch shortening cycle. So when our muscles lengthen, they start to gain elastic potential energy, and then it fires off concentrically as you explode through. So think of it like a rubber band. It will stretch and then you let go and it fires off. That's kind of what we're doing here when we're working our stretch shortening cycle. Okay, in at number 2 is stability swings. Now, you'll see me progress through different stages, making it a little bit more challenging through that instability of the object I'm standing on. Now, this movement obviously is mimicking the kicking or punting action. Now, what I love about it is it challenges you to be more stable through your core, which is often where a lot of your power gets leaked. Before we get to number 1, here are 3 bonus exercises to make you more resilient to injuries. We have a banded dorsiflexion. So this is going to work your anterior tibialis, or like your shin muscle, to help prevent any shin soreness that you get from the repetitive planting onto your plant leg. So our next bonus exercise is a Copenhagen plank. You can do them in a long lever position like I am here, or in a short lever position where you have your knees bent on the bench. Now, it's really important that we don't neglect our adductors. Even though punting and kicking is more linear, we still need to ensure we have strength through our adductors so we avoid any injuries. And the last of the bonus exercise to help make you more resilient to injuries is a glute hamstring developer back extension. So in the GHD machine, you simply raise yourself up, working through your glutes, but also working through our lower back to again make it strong and robust to help protect it against that overuse of the strain from punting and kicking. Before we get to the number one exercise, guys, if you need any help with your strength and power for both AFL or NFL, make sure you head to my website, thekickingconsultant.com. So here we go. The number one exercise is a cable knee drive from extension. So really replicating the action of punting, starting with our hip in that extended position and driving through. So working our hip flexors and quads in a powerful motion by having that cable attached around our ankle joint. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else you'd like to see. And don't forget to check out my website for all my products and services. I'll see you in the next video.